Can somebody tell me why cEDH or competitive commander gets so much hate in the Magic community? There's no other format that receives this much hate. A lot of commander players dislike it just because, oh, it's a lot of the same cards and the same decks. That's the meta. That's just the most powerful cards in the format, so those are going to be the ones that get played the most. Thassa's Oracle is boring. Well, it's not really about Thassa's Oracle. It's about how you actually win the game with Thassa's Oracle, how you protect your combo, how you interact with your opponents. cEDH is one on the stack, unlike Commander, which is typically one on the battlefield. Also with cEDH, there's no real saltiness from power level differences that happens a lot inside regular Commander when you're playing and somebody plays a more powerful deck than everybody else and they just win the game. That doesn't happen in cEDH because everyone comes in expecting to play against the strongest cards in the format. Most 60 card players will say that cEDH can't be a thing because you can't have a competitive format that's multiplayer. You very much can. It just adds a whole nother dynamic to the game. Instead of building a deck that can beat one person in one-on-one, you have to build a deck that can beat 3 people at the same time. It requires a totally different thought process and strategy in deck building and in gameplay. The main difference that kind of makes it harder to be as competitive as possible is that you do have to rely on your opponents to have good threat assessment as well. While inside of a 1v1 format, an opponent's threat assessment can't cost you a game, it can only just give you a game. If the hate's from the price point, a lot of times you're allowed to proxy in some smaller tournaments. Plus, Legacy and Vintage exist, and those price points are also astronomical, but yet they do not receive the kind of hate cEDH does. I have 80 Commander decks, 3 of which are cEDH decks. I love both formats. They play completely differently though. Different mindset going into the game, different gameplay, there's very few similarities outside the card pool, and the fact that they're both multiplayer formats. Super fun though, both of them. Please let me know why you hate on cEDH so much. So many people do, and I just don't understand it. It does not deserve the hate. Give the format a try, and you'll enjoy it.